Ever since I released my last video, when I recognized JYP's pattern for releasing solos, it got me wondering what other companies do when they release solos for their artist, and I decided to choose Aespa as the test subject. Now before we look at Aespa, I need to recall other girl groups from SM, and I chose to use Girls' Generation, and since there is 8 members I decided to focus on just 4 of them to be fair to Aespa. When you look at the order of solos released, it's clear the solos focus on their greatest strengths. It wasn't a surprise when Taeyeon released her solo first. She's one of the best vocalists in the K-pop industry and was an incredibly popular member of Girls' Generation.
쉽지 않을 것 같아 여전하게도 넌 내 하루하루를 채우고 아직은 아니야 바보처럼 된 내 눈나 입가에 맴도는 말을 삼킬 수 없어 It's not fine.
The next to release a solo was Tiffany, and like Taeyeon, she has some of the best vocals, so this also wasn't a surprise.
It all, we could have had it all, rolling in the deep. You had my heart inside of your hand, and you played it, you played it, you played it, you played it to the beat. Tell me what you see, you can see the best of me. Give me time, I'll make you forget the rest. Like I'm golden, and you can set me. I can catch the moon in my hand, so slow my hand, from my hand. I'm gonna live forever.
The third to release a solo was Hyoyeon. This also wasn't a surprise. She's one of the best dancers in the industry and also has an amazing voice. Although she is usually ranked last in SNSD vocal tiers, this isn't shocking as she usually is doing the raps and songs. The fourth to release a solo was Seo Hyun, which once again wasn't shocking. She's one of the top vocalists in SNSD. When looking at this, it is clear that SM focuses on releasing solos for the most excelled in vocals, dance, rap, etc. rather than popularity. If going by terms of popularity, the order would have went Taeyeon, Yuna, Tiffany, Hyoyeon. Also, when looking at SNSD, you could also say similar to JYP that line distribution comes into play because looking at the line distribution before Jessica left, most of the lines went to Jessica, Taeyeon and Tiffany, but after Jessica left, it went Taeyeon, Seo Hyun, Tiffany. Another example from SM would be Red Velvet. Irene is undoubtedly one of the most popular members, but she was not the first to get a solo. Wendy was the first despite being 4th most popular in Red Velvet. But it's undeniable Wendy has the best vocals in Red Velvet, which creates my stance that SM focuses on skills rather than popularity. Also looking at Red Velvet, the terms of popularity goes, Seulgi, Joy, Irene, Wendy, then Yeri. But based on a ranking of their vocals, it would go, Wendy, Seulgi, Joy, Irene, Yeri. Now to Aespa, their vocal ranking goes Winter, Ningning, Karina, then Giselle. While their popularity is Karina, Winter, Ningning, Giselle. But not only looking at vocals and popularity, with Aespa, dance and rap is also important. There is no doubt that the main dancer, Karina, would be the best dancer in the group. Next would be Winter, and to follow would be Ningning, then Giselle. But if we are looking at rap, Giselle would excel, then Karina. We'd also have to look at the line distribution. Ningning sings the most lines in 9 of Aespa's songs. Winter is second when it comes to getting lines in songs. She's singing the most lines in 7 of Aespa's songs. Karina sings the most lines in 4 of Aespa's songs. And Giselle sings the most lines in 1 of Aespa's songs. If I were to guess which member would get a solo first, I'd say Karina. Although she doesn't sing the most lines in their songs, she usually gets the longest amount of time when she does sing the most lines. I can definitely see her going down a sunmi-like path with her song's tail, and You Can't Sit With Us when she does go solo.
You can sit with us, I hate you. 너만 생각하면 I'm feeling pain. You can sit with us, I hate you. 왜 모르는 건데 내 맘 같으면 Who do you think you are? You can sit with us. 너만 생각하면 I'm feeling pain. You can sit with us, don't get you. 이제 날 좀 바라봐 줄래, baby.
Karina is usually at the top of the list of close to it when looking at the ranking of talents. She comes in third in vocal, first in popularity and dance, and second in rap. The next member to get a solo was a hard one to determine based on my notes as Winter and Ningning often switch places when looking at every category, but ultimately I decided Winter would probably be next to have a solo. Not only does she rank second in popularity, but she ranks first in vocals, second in dance, and is the third member to get the most raps. With her solo, I can definitely see a solo similar to Tion's INVU.
So I can love you even though I do 밀어내봐도 난 너를 못 이겨 날 버리고 날 잃을수록 넌 반짝이는 irony. So I envy you.
Ningning would be next to release a solo, because she has the most lines in 9 of Aespa's songs, and is great in rapping as well. I do think that her solo will only include vocals mainly, because that is a big strength of hers.
Okay.
The last to release a solo would probably be Giselle. Her specialty is rap, but she can also sing. SM just doesn't show much of her singing and doesn't give her enough lines to showcase it. It's no secret that dance is not her specialty, as there have been compilations of her either being a beat ahead or a beat behind or doing an entirely different move in general, so I don't think her solo will have any big choreography moments. Instead, I think it would be more simple, like Flower by Jisoo. As a bonus, I think if there were to be a subunit it would be with Karina and Winter. They both balance each other out and can include all three skills of rapping, dancing, and singing in their subunit.